Who is Turbo?
Man, a young nigga, a young producer, just, you know what I'm saying, trying to get somewhere better than where I came from.
That's real. Where did it all start from? Where does it all the humble beginnings come from?
I mean, I'm from the south side of Atlanta.
Okay.
So, you know, that's my side. That's where I grew up at. And that's why I kind of started at, just like getting my name as far as just engineering and producing, just moving around with like all the local artists over there, just really crushing and working with anybody who was trying to record, basically. You know what I'm saying? And just showing that work ethic. I started when I was like 14 in my mom's basement. And I just kind of like built out a whole little studio inside her basement and just started like charging people to come record. Whoever in the hood, just you come pull up, come record. And, you know, it just became a passion, you know, after maybe 6 months, 3 months of doing that, you know what I'm saying? It just became a passion. And, you know, I've just been going crazy ever since.
So, I mean, being that, you know, as a young producer, when you were just, I guess, making beats, you didn't really consider it that you were a producer when you first started off, right?
Hell nah, I knew to be a producer, you got to have shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I always respect people for, like, their work ethic and, like, the shit that they did to get their name. You know what I'm saying? So, like, shit, back then, I was just a beat maker. I was just trying to learn how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing more, nothing less.
That's real. Yeah. So, I mean, who were some of the people back then that you looked up to, or some people that inspired you to start becoming a producer?
That's a good question. Back then, it was kind of like my homies really was the one that was motivating me. My brother Jet, and I'm pretty sure we're going to speak more on that like later on. That's the other half of the Playmakers. Like, shit, we kind of started doing this at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But I was staying like on Old Nat, and he was staying in East Point. So it was like, shit, we were just kind of like, we ain't had no cars and shit. We was still young. We was just kind of talking over the phone and just teaching each other shit. So like, that was kind of like my motivation. Like, damn, let me go find something, you know, how to do this with Pro Tools, how to do this with this certain type of beat, and then we'll just trade off ideas. So it's kind of like we fed off each other. I wasn't really into the like celebrity shit and like looking up to niggas and shit like that. It was really like my homies, like, shit, we was just learning, you know what I'm saying, like learning new shit. That shit was fun, you know what I'm saying? That's real.
Yeah. So I mean, as a young producer, when you were coming up, you can definitely say that you weren't looking to anybody. Of course, you were just really just basing it off of your in-house production team.
In the beginning, I didn't know this shit was gonna get like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, it was really this or get in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, on my side. So it's like, shit, it was better than doing that, and it was still like fun, and I know my mama was cool with it, so it was like, shit, it was just a given. It was genuine. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about the south side of Atlanta. I mean, just talk about like that you know, that terrain, that battlefield of some sorts that some people like to say. I think there's a lot of big artists, of course, that come out of the south side. Waka, Derez. Talk about how your upcoming on the south side was and what it was like for you.
It ain't easy getting off that side. You know what I'm saying? Like, truth be told, like, you know, a lot of people in Atlanta, a lot of people support niggas that's doing well, but in the beginning, it's like, shit, you just a crab in the bucket. You know what I'm saying? Like, and niggas act like they fuck with you, or they, you know what I'm saying? They want, they like what you doing, but the overall of it is like niggas kind of want something from you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, over there, that shit kind of hard to you know, sprout out. You know what I'm saying? Just even mentally, like, the way that niggas on my side just think. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't think, like, of the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Niggas think, like, kind of small-minded. So when you around all that shit and you dealing with the bullshit of just being in the hood, you know, your regular everyday shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit draining. You know what I'm saying? Like, more so, like, energy-wise.
How powerful, I mean, let's just switch gears a little bit. How powerful, because in this industry that we're in, a lot of people think that it's just, you know, cookie cutter. You get a song and you're a hit, but how powerful is the producer and sometimes producer / engineer? How powerful is his role in any production or project?
In my eyes, it's the biggest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make a rapper without the music. You can't make an artist without the music, and the music comes from the producer. And then on the engineering side, shit, it won't sound right, or it, you know, I feel like the engineer kind of glue the artist and the producer together. You know what I'm saying, to make it as a whole. And it's such a like background job. Everybody feel like it's not as, I guess, relevant or needed, you know what I'm saying, as being a rapper, you know what I'm saying, or being, you know, the star, you know what I'm saying. But it's starting to get better. Like engineers and producers, they starting to get like their image and get their shine, but like it's not as big as the job, you know what I'm saying. Like if I don't show up to the studio, it's no vibe.
It's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real. No, Kanye West is definitely a well-known artist / producer.
Right.
His grind is respected by the likes of Jay-Z,
right.
You know, and so on and so forth.
Legend.
Real legend.
Yeah.
How do you compare your grind to his grind? Like, how did you wake up and start your day this morning?
This morning? Well, shit, this morning I don't even know how I got in the house. I dozed off from the studio. So, shit, I got in the house at 7 this morning. You know what I'm saying? From the studio.
Right.
And shit, I woke up maybe like around 12. You know what I'm saying? I woke up to a call from Gunna, actually, just talking about like just the record and just like some business shit. So that's kind of like how I woke up. We talked for maybe like 20, 30 minutes, and then I just got up, started my day, going out of town later on. So I'm just kind of moving around, getting all that shit together for that. But that's pretty much how my day start. I wake up, do regular shit, you know what I'm saying, check my phone, call the people that I need to call, and just like handle that business, and then go to the studio, go get something to eat, you know, regular shit, normal shit.
Okay, you talked about Gunna. Gunna being one of the artists that you have definitely, that even got my attention on you.
Yeah.
How did you guys link up? How did you guys' relationship start?
Southside, we from the same side. So like, and that's what's the most genuine thing about it. Like, you know, it always feel better when you winning with somebody from your side and y'all know the same people.
Yeah.
So like, that's kind of how we linked up, and that's like why it's so genuine. Shit, I knew Holmes before he was taking the rap shit serious. You know what I'm saying? When he was still in the street, and I seen all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I really seen it, so I know where it come from. And it just, you know, it just kind of made sense. We was around, we had mutual friends, and we was in the same places at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Just God-given. I was coming up, he was coming up, and shit, it just made sense. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was organic. It wasn't really no steps taken. It was just shit. I'm here, you here, let's work.
Exactly. What was the last thing you told Gunna? Like recently, now knowing that you are where you are, this project's been #1 on iTunes for so long. It's been charted, of course. I'm not gonna say #1, but it's been charted on iTunes for as long as it's been out. What was the last thing you and Gunna talked about?
I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
Just from where the hell we come from, you know what I'm saying? And like just seeing just shit, just even the reaction that I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? And just the people that's hitting me up. Like it's people hitting me up from overseas, DMs, Finland, oh, I'm from Paris, I'm from Japan, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, you really a star, you know what I'm saying? Like we always have little moments like that where we just step back and be like, damn, I'm proud of you, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, this where we at, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
Facts.
Yeah.
So do you think that this process has given you the catapult that you feel like you needed in order to really get that recognition as a producer?
Yeah, I guess it put me on a platform that I feel like, you know, I ain't gonna say I should have been at, you know what I'm saying, but just showing me for what I've been doing, cause like shit, I've been doing this for a while. Like I've been having that sound, and I've been recording and engineering. People don't even know I recorded X Bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like and that got a plaque. You know what I'm saying? But that was like a regular day's work for me. Like niggas don't even understand. Like shit, I've been doing this for a minute and working with the people that I've been doing like for a minute. But this was the first time saying like, yo, this is Turbo. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what he do. This is what he got going on. And that's why I fuck with Gunna, because even on the behind the scenes tip, he was always with giving me my own shine. You know what I'm saying? Every artist ain't with like shit, letting people know, you know, this is who got me to, you know what I'm saying, or helping me get to where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody don't do that.
So let me ask you this. I mean, this is probably a question that a lot of people ask. The Drip Season 3, executively produced by Metro Boomin.
Right.
Why is it that it wasn't executively produced by Turbo?
I mean, shit, because it was a lot of shit that Metro did, you know what I'm saying, like that I feel like is kind of the reason why it's charted, you know what I'm saying, like sonically, and just giving it a bigger sound, you know what I'm saying. Like I was there and shit, I did do a lot, but shit, I can't not give him his credit. Like it, shit, I wasn't in the industry and I wasn't like doing those big numbers that Metro was doing, so we needed that. Like we had the music, but he put it in a sonic space, you know what I'm saying, like that just made sense. And like all the listeners that's viewing it now, it gave it like that that big top of the line, high shelf, you know what I'm saying, sound to it.
Okay. So recently, of course, we know Metro. If you don't know, Metro had his label situation, Boominati, and that, of course, is taking flight with the record with him and Offset and the Ric Flair record. Is there going to be something like that for Turbo? Is Turbo? I'm assuming that Playmakers is gonna step into that lane and start signing some artists in the near future.
For sure. I always been on that. You know what I'm saying? I always been, I guess, just like a dream of mine since I was young. You know what I'm saying? Like signing. I ain't even gonna say signing, but helping producers and helping, you know what I'm saying, artists get to another level. Like shit, that's how you build a legacy in my eyes. And that's like some shit that I always wanted to do, just have a legacy. So shit, definitely the Playmakers, that's something that we already done like got the business started for. It's just building a brand.
Facts. So, is there any artists that you say now that we should just keep our eye on?
I ain't got none now. It's mainly like producers. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm mainly working with like producers. Jet, Young Jet, that's my brother. That's, you know, he been there from the beginning.
Young Jet's your blood brother.
It's not my blood brother, but shit, we might as well be. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So that's Jet, Young Jet on Instagram. Another guy from Connecticut, I think it's Hartford. He the one that did the guitar on Sold Out Days, named Ghetto Guitar, or Matt Casanova, you know, whichever one you just catch him by. Right. Like shit, we working together and we like building and getting a bigger sound and better sound. But those are two mainly that I think right now that's just like on my team that y'all should pay attention to. So in the next year or so they gonna out of here. How
do you find this talent? Like when you say Matt Casanova, you said you found him where?
He DM me.
Wow.
He DM me and it's like I get a lot of DMs, but for some reason it just felt genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like my big thing, like just genuine relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because like in this shit, it's so many people that's just cap. Like I just look for genuine relationships. So it was just one of them days that I'm just bored, just going through my DMs, and he like, yo, I got guitar samples for you. So I'm shit. I don't know what told me to just DM him back. I'm like, cool, just shoot him over. He shot him right over. So that's something that I pay attention to. Like as soon as I DM'd him, 20 minutes later they in my email. Like that's work ethic. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I register. I ain't even touch him for 2 weeks. I left the email. I ain't even touch him for a while. And when I finally did, I was like, whoa, this shit crazy. I did all of them. He sent like 4 or 5, just like guitar loops. He played the guitar. So shit, I did all of them. And I was like, damn, like, okay, shit, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? We might have some. I DM'd him back like, yo, you hard. Like, I ain't even tell him to send me nothing else. I was just like, you hard. Like I did them. That's cool. Just letting them know. He sent me some more. And it's just like, okay, damn, like I'm noticing your work ethic. Like I had that type of work ethic. It's not, a lot of people don't have that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's like what stood out for me. And shit, we just been working ever since. Like once the Sold Out Dates records leaked and like it got such a big response to it, it's like shit, we got a sound at this point. Like we gotta stay together.
So it's been a lot of talk.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of buzz online. Lil Baby and Gunna. We know, I mean, I've been seeing different name slogans and drip harder and the drip is hard, and you know, I've been seeing comments and stuff. Can we expect a Gunna and Baby project before the end of 2018?
I don't know, man.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because just knowing who I know, and knowing what's going on in the industry, I think that would be definitely something big for the city.
It's definitely, I feel like it'll be the biggest thing for the city just because of both of them. They like, cause in my eyes, it's the new sound of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a God given, but that's on them. You know what I'm saying? Like they both got their own projects and shit that I know that they was already working on. Right. So it's like it's in high demand, but I'm gonna let one of them tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell you. They wanna rent it. Too many fads, too many bitches. Roll my slime, get in my lizard, ready to slide. You will get slipped. Hey, we ain't got time.